Welcome to the Root Cause Revolution podcast with functional and integrative nurse nutritionist and energy medicine practitioner, Audrey Christie.
Hey friends, welcome to episode 227. This is an Energy Medicine Monday, and I want to talk to you today about how to fight morning fatigue. Over the last week, I talked about this some on Instagram, about several different ways to remove the morning fog, right? The morning fatigue, if you will. And so you can really put all of those things together for a really refreshing and nourishing morning routine that will pull you out of fatigue. Now, I can already hear this coming in my inbox, in my DMs. Audrey, I tried it and it didn't work. And you tried it for a day or 3 days. So when you implement a plan like this, week 1 is probably gonna suck pretty bad. Week 2, you'll start to feel better. By week 3, it'll be a new habit, and this will be a refreshing way to be energized in the morning. Now, what we might talk about later is afternoon routines that will keep you, from having that 3 p.m. slump, that after lunch slump, and we can talk about that some too. But for today, let's focus on morning routines. So really, I have 6 things that I want to share with you. 6 steps, if you will, for a really simple, really easy morning routine to help fight fatigue. The first one starts the night before, and that's fasting 12 hours overnight. Now, fasting for most women, particularly women in their 30s and 40s and beyond, really, fasting can be really damaging to your hormones. So I don't advise fasting for 24 hours. I don't advise fasting until lunch. I do advise fasting from dinner the night before to breakfast the next day. And that should be about 12 hours. It could be up to 14 hours if you want. So that means if you're having dinner about 6 p.m., you're done eating by 7. Roughly, you want to have your first food in the morning around 7 or 8 a.m. That fast for 12 hours overnight allows your body to put energy into rebuilding cells, restocking hormones, rearming the immune system instead of trying to haphazardly digest food while you lay flat. Okay. Now, the second thing you're going to do for that breakfast, you're not going to have a big, huge protein and fat laden breakfast or a big sugar breakfast or a processed breakfast at all. In fact, what I want you to do is ease into digestion with a smoothie or a smoothie bowl. The reason why you want to choose one of these 2 items is you wake up with, let's say, 10 units, and the units are completely fictional, it's just an analogy, if you will. So you're going to wake up with 10 units of energy, let's say, and then you sit down to have a big, huge, quote unquote, healthy breakfast, right? Eggs and avocado and maybe even some greens in there and some, chicken sausage or nitrate-free bacon. And while that's not a terrible breakfast per se, depending on what your goals are, I guess, then what you're going to do then, those are really hard for your body to digest, okay? Really hard for your stomach to digest, hard for your intestines to digest and pull nutrients out of. So you're going to use 7 of those energy units to digest your food. And then you only have 3 to get through your morning without any brain fog, with a clear head, with all the energy you need to get things done, get out the door, get to work, or whatever it might be on your list, work out, etc. Instead, I want you to have a smoothie or a smoothie bowl. And I want it to be simple ingredients, not a lot of fat. I want you to put some, easily digested, pretty inert on the allergen sensitivity scale, fruit and veggie in there. I want you to add some lower protein, vegan protein powder. Vegan because it's inert, right? It's not going to cause any reactions. We never, ever want to do whey protein. That's just not on the list of healthy proteins. That's kind of the what do they call it? Bro science. That's the bro science protein drink for weight build, weightlifting, right? That's not what you want. You want something 15, 20 grams of protein max. So you're going to start with that smoothie. And if we use the same example where you wake up with 10 units of energy in the morning, again, the units are completely fictitious. It's just to give you a really elementary idea of why I'm saying to do this. So you're going to, have your smoothie. Well, your smoothie's blended up in a blender, so it's pre-digested. It doesn't have any heavy proteins or heavy fats. It's all real easy and real nice, simple package for your body to absorb. So you're only going to use 3 units instead of 7 units to digest that. And that leaves you 7 units of energy to get all your morning stuff done. So you can find my favorite smoothie recipe on my Instagram at Audrey_Christie, but I'll tell you right here, it's about a cup of wild frozen blueberries, about a cup or more of spinach. I usually do 2 handfuls of spinach in mine, a scoop of vanilla vegan protein powder of your choice. Just make sure that it's got good ingredients you recognize, not a lot of gums and other junk. And then a lot of water. So 22 ounces or so, 24 ounces of water, and blend that up. That's going to give you a huge protein shake, a huge breakfast smoothie, or multiple bowls if you prefer to eat it out of a bowl. If you're going to eat it out of a bowl, you can sprinkle some hemp hearts or some chia seeds on top, and that will be beneficial as well. And so you're going to ease into that digestion with that smoothie or that bowl, and you're probably going to drink that smoothie over the next 90 minutes. Another thing to do is get morning sunshine in your eyes. Now, you don't have to do this after your smoothie bowl. You can do it, and I'll tell you the order here in a minute that I do this in. But just go out. The sun rises real early right now, at least here in North Texas. So the sun is already out around 6:15, 6:30. So you should be able to walk right outside in your PJs with your bare feet and get some morning sunshine on your eyes. This is going to help set those natural circadian rhythms. You're also going to want to do about 10 minutes of meditation. Now, this doesn't have to be 10 minutes, eyes closed, sitting on a tasseled pillow. That's what everyone thinks meditation is. It can be a meditation of your choice. It could be a tapping meditation. You could combine meditation and something else. So you could do a walking meditation. What I like to do is incorporate breath work. So big, deep, diaphragmatic breaths. I'll do a few rounds of those. So 5 to 15 diaphragmatic breaths, and then close my eyes, drop into meditation. All total, that takes about 10 minutes. This morning, I accidentally went 12 minutes, so it was a little bit longer, but I did have to open one eye to see what the dogs were doing at one point. After that, I want you to do a little bit of movement. Again, it doesn't have to be a ton. You can combine it with your meditation. And when you combine movement with your meditation, like walking with your meditation, you're just going to put on some nice binaural beats in your headphones or nothing at all. And you're just going to walk and breathe. You're not walking to, create a calorie deficit or get your heart rate up or any of that stuff. You're just moving and lubricating those joints, making sure you have good posture and you're taking nice, big belly breaths. Okay. And then if you haven't had your smoothie yet, have your smoothie. So really it's 5 things. So here's the order that I do mine in. And my morning routine changes from time to time. It's always basically the same thing, but I fast for 12 hours overnight. I get up in the morning and meditate for 10 minutes, incorporating my breath work. And then I do about 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes of movement. So that might be a walk. It might be, I might roll out the yoga mat and do a couple really nice, gentle sun salutations. Or I might do just some basic body weight exercises. So just a few movements to get my joints lubricated and get moving in the morning. Then I move into my smoothie bowl or smoothie drink. And I always do a smoothie drink. It's easier for me to carry with me. And I do carry it with me all over the place. And on mornings where I go to CrossFit, I'll carry it with me to CrossFit. Usually I do CrossFit early enough in the morning that I'm having my smoothie on the way home from CrossFit instead of on the way to CrossFit. So that's just something to think about there. And you can take part of it and leave part of it home in your fridge, whatever works for you. But this kind of morning routine sets you up to have enough energy to make it all the way through your day. Even if you're somebody that suffers from chronic fatigue, these little changes, 5 to 6 steps. So I encourage you for Energy Medicine Monday in a very literal sense to try this out. Start with your 12-hour overnight fast tonight and move into doing the rest of the 4 or 5 steps tomorrow. So know that I'm always rooting for you, friends. I'll be back on Wednesday when we're going to talk about when in doubt, detox the liver to start your healing journey. I'll see you then.
Thank you for listening to the Root Cause Revolution podcast. Be sure and subscribe on your favorite podcast provider. Ratings and reviews are always appreciated.